Excellence, Monsieur le Président.
Excellency, the President of the ECOWAS Bank, ladies and gentlemen, I have created the Forum of Komotana 38 years ago. Since then, 35 years ago, we've been working towards development and integration of the African continent with all the emotions that you may think about, sometimes deceptions, mostly sometimes encouragement. But today, as I speak, I am happy to be here on the invitation of President Donko for two reasons. First of all, I am delighted to be in Lome because Togo, there is a head of state who works towards peace and the harmony of an entire region. I would like to laud and congratulate the diplomacy of the President for Nyasimbe and the efforts put in place for mediation and rapprochement and collaboration during moments that are sometimes very difficult for the people. On the other hand, I would like to also congratulate the President Donko for since he became president, he will forgive me for this compliment. Since he took the helm of affairs at ECOWAS Bank, it has become a different bank that we are dealing with. There is a dynamism, an extraordinary dynamism that is transforming into a realization that we are witnessing that is bringing a lot of hope for the development and the regional and global integration of the entire region. I know how much Africa is seeking for leadership. Men of action, men bringing hope. But what is missing among the youth is hope. And the President Donko, through his humanism and through the policies that he is championing within the actions of the bank, is bringing forth what everybody expecting for a long time. Mr. President, thank you very much. You will be talking of agro-processing, of agri-food security, but I would like to bring to your notice some food for thought. I facilitated some months ago at FAO in Man, the small-scale farmers forum in Rome. Ladies and gentlemen, maybe you may not be aware, in the world, there are 500 million small-scale farmers, and these 500 small-scale farmers feed only 2 billion of people. This implies that each small-scale farmer feeds 4 people. This implies that each small-scale farmer feeds his or her family. And 80% of these small-scale farmers are in Africa. And 80% of these small-scale farmers in Africa are women. They are women working in fields, in local communities to feed, to difficultly feed their families. So why are we looking for investors? Why are we looking for means to motivate or incite major groups to help us, particularly in the sector of agriculture and food processing? For just one reason. If we allow these women working to feed their own families, if we give them an opportunity to produce more by giving them the products, by giving them the technology, making their work more profitable, we will allow them to produce in excess. And if you allow them to produce in excess, we will thereby allow them to go to the market to sell what is not necessary to feed their family. And if they go to the market, they would have some money, and if they have a little money, they become economic architects. At that juncture, we are giving these women dignity. Ladies and gentlemen, we are fighting in my organization with African Women Forum, particularly to give dignity to the African women in rural community, the small communities that represent the majority of the population. That is the reason why I believe that working towards attracting foreign investors, guiding them in the right areas where we need in Africa a truly real development, helping the people to increase the feeling of respect and dignity that they deserve. It's the key thing. That is why what I want to talk with about, because this short-term idea, it's a very short idea, a very strong one, because today we realize that in Africa a lot of things go or happen through the farm and the responsibility of the farm. So when we talk about the women, we'll say that we've been very glad for several years to see women becoming president of the republic, the prime minister. We have had one among us, women ambassadors, women heads of entrepreneurs. Please do not forget the women. So when we come or talk about the global theme of this forum, which is seeking for foreign investors, that must pass, that must be, that requires a lot of conditions. The first condition being the stability. A country like Togo demonstrates the way towards political stability. The countries are tearing each other apart. Countries that are facing serious political issues are countries that cause fear and do not reassure everybody and do not attract investors. So it is something symbolic that the ECOWAS Bank based in Lomé, we are in a country of stability and credibility. And also there is the issue of security. Security is not only the security of the country where you invest, it is the regional security, because in the absence of regional security, there would not be any attraction. So we are going to work towards that, and then I'm particularly happy and glad to have responded to the invitation of Dr. Donko, and my organization is going to work with him to bring and consolidate the attractiveness of the region of West Africa, which is very unique given all the potential that it has. Ladies and gentlemen, do not forget, I would like to talk about last thing, which is evolve the arable land in Africa, where normally exploited Africa could feed not only her population, but the global population in its entirety. It is something that has been proven. It is in Africa not only the most beautiful reserve of raw material, the richest continent of the world, there is also in Africa the potential of feeding the world population. Now, it behoves us Africans, it is not the non-African to come to work and deepen and invest in what would lead to that development. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.